What's up, brothers? I hope everybody's doing well out there. If you're looking for a really easy six-figure side hustle with an extremely low bar for entry, you should consider becoming a YouTube dating guru. Now, today I want to talk about the biggest lie sold in the dating game here on the internet, here on YouTube, on social media. Now, this is a lie that's been around for 25 years, I'd say. 25 years ago, it was called the push and pull technique, which implies that you show a woman a little bit of attention and then you pull away. And then you show her a little bit of attention and then you pull away. And you just keep repeating this and it drives her crazy. She can't figure it out. Why do you keep giving her attention and then pulling away? It makes her obsessed with you. But after a few years went by, guys started to realize it was bullshit and it drifted away. It just went away. It was gone. People stopped buying into it. And then social media came around and you have social media influencers all over the place. So, of course, the fake gurus, the scammers, the grifters, they all jumped on it. They remembered that information. They remembered how good that sold. So they rebranded it, repackaged it, and sold it. Now, what they sold was, when you stop caring, results start coming. Or when you stop caring, she starts chasing. So what this implies is that you show her you care about her, then you act like you stop caring. Then you show her you care about her, then you act like you stop caring. This drives her crazy and makes her obsessed with you. Right? That's what they would, that's how they would sell it to you. And then years went by and people started to realize that was bullshit. So they stopped buying it. 2018 until current, what's currently being pushed is never give a woman free attention. Make her earn it. So what this implies is that you give a woman a little bit of attention, but then you make her chase you. She's got to earn it by chasing you. Same exact thing. They just rebrand it and sell it to you guys. Now, of course, people will wake up and start to realize that this one's bullshit too, and they'll stop buying into it. But right now, people are still buying it. We're still in that process. So I'm going to help put you ahead of the game. Every time somebody repackages this, you need to recognize that it's bullshit. So what a dating guru wants to do. Now, there are some good ones out there. I'm not saying there's not. There's definitely some good ones out there, for sure. But 99% of them aren't good ones. So what the scammers like to do is they like to push an idea like this because it's really catchy, right? It's one of those neutral things because most single guys, they find themselves talking to women, meeting women, and they find one they really like and it just doesn't work out. She just stops talking to them for whatever reason and it hurts. And they're trying to come up with answers. So the dating coach comes up to him and he says, yo, you were over pursuing, bro. That's the problem. You were over pursuing. And you scared her away. You should have did push-pull. You should have stopped caring so she'd start chasing. You should have made her earn your attention. Some bullshit like that. And, somebody who's naive, they'll say, okay, I want to know more. And then the dating coach can say, all right, well, behind the paywall, I've got something more for you. And what they have behind the paywall is repackaged, rebranded bullshit that doesn't work. Here's what you need to understand. Now, this takes a little bit of common sense, which is a rare commodity in these days, isn't it? It really is. Nobody wants to think for themselves anymore. But if a woman has low interest in you or no interest in you, when you show her attention, when you chase her, when you pursue her, she's going to be annoyed by it, repulsed by it. She might take it as a compliment at first, but after a while, she's going to want you to go away. So if you're a guy that decides to apply the push and pull technique, what's actually going to happen is you're going to pursue her. You're going to be like, okay, this ain't working. I need to pull away. You're going to pull away. And what's going to go on in her head when you pull away is, thank God, I got rid of my little stalker boy. Facts. That's exactly what she's going to think. It's just the way that it is. But if she has a high level of interest in you, when you pursue her, she's going to see you as aggressive, as a dominant alpha male that pursues what he wants. Because she's attracted to you. You're a fucking god in her eyes. That's the way it is when you like somebody. They're perfect. You know? So then when you pull away, if you do pull away, you don't have to. If you pull away, she's going to miss you because she likes you. So this technique will prove to be true anytime a girl likes you, because it's going to work. Anything's going to work when she likes you. Nothing's going to work when she doesn't like you. You know, that's the common sense part. That's what you have to understand. But the problem is, you know, with the push and pull technique, or the when you stop caring, she starts chasing, or the make her earn it. The problem with this is that the complaint that most women have. Now we're going to use womanese here. We're going to use girl language for a second. The problem that women say that they have with most men nowadays is men don't want to put enough effort into it, right? That's what they'll say. They'll all say the same thing. They say, you know, well, why'd you stop talking to him? He just wasn't putting any effort. Now, what does this mean? What does this actually mean? Does this mean that you weren't being affectionate enough? You weren't showing her enough attention? No, what it means is you weren't being dominant. You weren't being aggressive. You weren't making your fucking move. You know, that's what she wanted. She wanted you to get up and claim her in front of everybody. You know, she didn't want you to sneak around and play some slow game, some push and pull technique bullshit. She wanted you to be dominant, take control, claim her as yours. She wants to be in the passenger seat. You got your hand on her thigh. She wants you to grab her by the chin, pull her face into yours, and start kissing her. She wants to play hard to get, and then she wants you to tell her to stop playing games. She wants you to invite her back to your place and fuck the shit out of her like you're in a whole different bracket. And then she wants you to look at her and say, I told you so. You know, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to look at her and just say, what you think of me now, biatch? You know, and it's not even disrespectful, man. It's not disrespectful. You know, you can treat her well in public. Treat her like a queen in public. But when you get her in the bedroom, you know, sometimes you got to treat her like a slut. They like that shit, man. They like it. It turns them on. She wants you to be the guy that's aggressive, that makes a move. That's what they want. But most guys, rather than stepping up, growing balls, being dominant and being aggressive, you know, they'd rather find an excuse. And that's what dating coaches, by and large, that's what they do. You know, again, there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. There are some good dating coaches out there. I'm not saying there's not. Most of them are bad, though. So it's very easy for them to play on this, we'll just call it a inadequacy that most men in this day and age have. They lack dominance. They lack authority. They lack masculinity. So they think, okay, well, maybe I'm over pursuing, when in reality, they're under pursuing. You know, they're letting life happen to them. They're not going out and grabbing her by the pussy. You know, they want a guy that's aggressive, that's dominant. So when you tell a guy, well, maybe you should pull back. Maybe you should pull back. That's what he wants to hear. That's what a shy, timid, weak beta male wants to hear. He wants to hear, oh, okay, so do less? Just be less aggressive? Okay, perfect. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at being weak. You know, and that's just the way that it works, man. You know, they get sold that bullshit and they just fall into that cycle. Then they'll be a forever customer for that dating coach until they wake up and realize they're getting ripped off. When was the last time you saw Andrew Tate do a push and pull technique? When was the last time you saw Andrew Tate tell you to stop caring so results start coming? When's the last time you heard any alpha male tell you that? It's not the way it works. An alpha male knows what he wants, and he goes out and he fucking gets it. He's got the nuts to do it. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about it. And that's what women want. So anyways, hope this one explains that that topic. And hopefully you guys don't fall for the bullshit. But I shit you not. Go on YouTube and search "When You Stop Caring, She Starts Chasing." And look at all of these YouTubers grifting, repeating each other. A lot of them even have the same thumbnail. They say the exact same thing as one another. And they're just repeating the same lie that's been around for 25 years. So hopefully you don't fall for it. That's about it for today, guys. Until next time, see ya.